This thing isn't even on. Hey everybody, Chad from Nature Box Pet Emporium. Today we are going to be teaching you a little bit about supplementation. Questions that we get most frequently in the store a lot of times kind of revolve around chameleons. That's what we do. We get questions about anything involving supplementation, but today I'm going to teach you a little bit about correct chameleon supplementation. So chameleons have to have, and actually reptiles in general, have to have vitamins augmented into their diet. In the wild, they eat a little bit of everything. They're exposed to the natural sunlight, and that is their natural environment. We do our best to recreate those natural environments within our own enclosures in our homes, but they need a little help. One of the things that they need help on is very, very important, is supplementation. So I'm going to take you through the kind of the new school method and the old school method of chameleon supplementation. So we'll start with the old. So the old is kind of a 4-part supplementation, and one thing that is very important to mention with supplementation is supplementation in general is a very inexact science. This is how I do things, which doesn't make the way somebody else does things incorrect. Everybody has different ways of doing things, and if that works for you, then that's the way you should do it. These are my basic guidelines to you to make your own opinions off of. So, with that being said, the old way of doing things, you need four supplements. Calcium. Calcium is very important. Calcium makes your bones nice, strong, and hard. One of the things important to know with calcium is that you can't really overdo calcium. If you supplement too much calcium, the chameleons will kind of get boogers around their nose. That's because calcium itself can be expelled from the body through the nasal openings. Then you need calcium with D3. Well, what's D3? D3 is what allows calcium to be absorbed into the bones. That is why on chameleon and all reptile setups in general, you have a D3 light. The D3 is what allows that calcium to be absorbed into the bone. So, which gets us starting on over supplement. So, things like D3 and multivitamins you can overdo. So, this typically is about 3 times a week. This I use once a week. Then you have the multivitamins. The multivitamins are what has all of your letter minerals and vitamins and all of that good jazz. This is where it becomes kind of fuzzy on how much you should do it. So what I've always done in the past is I stick with the reptile Herptivite and the Sticky Tongue Farms outdoor version, because the outdoor version does not have D3. Linda from Sticky Tongue Farms developed this a long time ago, pretty much specifically for chameleons, and it's been a great staple product. I still use this from time to time to add a little bit of flavor into the mix. So this basically 3 times a week, this once to twice a week depending upon your setup. These are once a week, every other week. So if there's 4 weeks in a month, week number 1 and 3 use the Herptivite, week number 2 and 4 use the mineral. Or Alan Rapace has been in the reptile game a long time. He's developed a line of supplements for a little bit of everything. He has pretty much literally everything. So one of the ones that I like the best is the Rapace Calcium Plus. Calcium Plus has enough calcium, but trace amounts of basically everything in these products in this one bottle. So this is something that you can use once a day to supplement your chameleons. That takes the place of 3 times a week, 1 to 2 times a week, one of these every other week. So it makes it a lot simpler for you to have that pet chameleon in your life. So that is just a little bit about chameleon supplementation, and this typically holds true to a lot of reptiles, but it varies. There's a lot of subtle differences. If we're talking about a montane chameleon, there is a product called Calcium Plus Low D that has lower D3 requirements because they're not a basking species of chameleon. So this is appropriate for panther chameleons, veiled chameleons, any chameleon that is a strong basker. Jackson's chameleons, Kaluma type chameleons, different, not so sunny basking type chameleons, you'll need a different supplement approach to it. So again, very basic guidelines. Use this to base what you supplement short chameleons on, just as kind of a jumping off point. If you have any questions, please feel free to call the store, come on into the store, message us, Facebook us. We're always happy to help out. Like this video, subscribe this video, and share it with a friend. We'll see you at Nature Box. Thanks.